Hello, citizens of the planet. Welcome back to Monday Musings with Larry Lelli. And this past week, I completed week 1 of what we call a workshop, sometimes called a lab. Actually, this might be called a lab, officially. Dance lab of a brand new Broadway musical that they are putting together and getting it on its feet for the first time with the full cast. It's a very large cast. We're in a big room, in a big theater, and it's great. It's one of my favorite parts of doing what I do, and I feel very lucky to get to do it, is be a part of putting together a brand new show and help create the drum book and be a part of the dance arrangements and the choreography as it's all coming together for the very first time. So it's, the choreographer or director and the music director and me and a piano player in a room with all the dancers and all the actors in the show, just putting the songs together one by one, trying to map it out and figure out what it's supposed to be. And it's an exhausting process, but very fulfilling as well. And the thing that I wanted to talk about this past week is the fact that I was speaking with a young drummer here in New York City and telling him, kind of what doing this lab entails, and he was freaking out and kind of mortified at the thought of having to go into a room full of people without any music or any knowledge of even what you're going to be doing, and suddenly asked to play something in front of, all these people, and as it's just changing and developing and, basically coming into being for the very first time, measure by measure. And I said it's like anything, the first time you do it, you do anything, it's not going to be perfect, and you might make mistakes, like when you learn to ride a bike, you might fall over a couple times and skin your knee and bang your head, and whatever. But the more you do it, the more skills you acquire, and the more you become comfortable and at ease with doing more things. And it was that way for me with, working with choreographers in the room. And now it's second nature for me. It's one of my favorite parts about putting together a new show. It's just being in the room with such talented, creative people and finding each moment of the show measure by measure. And seeing what works and what doesn't work, and just trying different things. And it's just a very, very exciting, challenging, but fulfilling time of the creative process of a new musical. So that's my musing for this week, is if there's something in your life, whether it's a musical situation or something else that's new to you, and maybe a little scary, to just jump in and do it anyway. And because that's the only way you're going to learn, and it's the only way that you're going to ever get better at it. It's the only way you're going to eventually get comfortable with doing it. So don't let fear stop you from kind of growing and exploring and having some really awesome experiences. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week.